Can Stephen Curry, the undisputed maestro of modern basketball, truly add another championship jewel to his already glittering crown without one crucial, often overlooked piece? For a decade, we've watched in awe as the Golden State Warriors defied conventional wisdom, building a dynasty around revolutionary guard play, versatile wings, and a defensive linchpin in Draymond Green. They've thrived, they've innovated, and they've collected banners, all while often featuring a revolving door of centers who, frankly, rarely rose above serviceable. But as the sands of time continue their relentless march, and with the core of this legendary team aging, the question looms larger than ever. Is it finally time for the Warriors to acquire a true, dominant big man to secure their future and ignite another championship run? The whispers are growing louder, the speculation more fervent, and a compelling trade proposal has emerged that could very well be the answer to that burning question. Imagine a 7-foot presence, a traditional rim runner, a shot-blocking force who doesn't just occupy space, but actively dominates it. A player who could unlock new dimensions for Stephen Curry, setting screens with an immovable force and rolling to the rim with purpose. This isn't just about adding another body to the roster. This is about finding the precise, perfectly cut piece to complete a championship puzzle that has for too long relied on improvisation in the paint. The Warriors' enduring enigma. A decade of center roulette for years, the Golden State Warriors have been a fascinating anomaly in the NBA. While other contenders obsessed over dominant big men, the Dubs redefined success with a small ball revolution, leveraging the unparalleled shooting of Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson, the defensive genius and playmaking of Draymond Green, and the coaching brilliance of Steve Kerr. They won championships with a patchwork of centers, from Andrew Bogut to JaVale McGee to Kevin Looney, each playing their role admirably, but rarely commanding the kind of attention that an elite big man typically does. It was a testament to their unique system and the transcendent talent of their stars. However, even the most revolutionary systems eventually face the relentless march of time and the evolving demands of the league. Draymond Green, the heart and soul of their defense and their primary small ball five, is now 35 years old. While his basketball IQ and competitive fire remain undimmed, the physical toll of battling bigger, younger centers night after night is undeniable. Relying on him to anchor the defense and battle in the paint forever is simply not a sustainable long-term strategy for a team with championship aspirations. Furthermore, the Warriors' current roster situation underscores their need for reinforcements. As Fansided's Christopher Klein recently pointed out, the team currently has only 9 players under standard NBA contracts. This isn't just about filling out the roster, it's about adding meaningful depth and, crucially, addressing a foundational need that has persisted for years. While players like Quinton Post and Tracy Jackson-Davis show promise, the Warriors need a proven, impactful presence in the middle if they truly intend to contend for another title. The window for Stephen Curry, while still gloriously open, is not infinite. Every move now must be made with the explicit goal of maximizing his remaining prime. Enter Nick Richards, the unsung solution from the desert. So, who is this potential game-changer? The name being floated and gaining significant traction is Nick Richards, currently with the Phoenix Suns. And before you dismiss it, let's look closer. Richards, a 7-foot, 245-pound center, is precisely the kind of traditional big man the Warriors have often lacked. He's not a household name, he's never been an all-star level player, but his skill set is a tantalizing fit for what Golden State desperately needs. Klein's proposed trade scenario sees the Warriors acquiring Richards from the Suns in exchange for Guy Santos and 2 second-round picks. On the surface, it might seem like a modest package, but for Phoenix, it could make sense. Richards faces a difficult challenge in the desert, as the Suns have plenty of other guys they would rather play at the center position, creating a logjam that limits his opportunities. A fresh start and a clearer path to playing time could be exactly what he needs to unlock his full potential. Last season, primarily with the Charlotte Hornets, Richards averaged a respectable 9.5 points and 8.6 rebounds per game. These aren't earth-shattering numbers, but they represent solid production for a player who often came off the bench or played limited minutes. More importantly, his career 64% shooting from the floor speaks volumes about his efficiency around the rim. He's not going to stretch the floor, but he's going to finish strong when given the opportunity, a crucial trait for a player who would primarily operate in the paint. He was a consistent bright spot for the Hornets during his 5-year tenure, proving his capability as a reliable high-percentage interior presence. The synergy with Curry. Unlocking new offensive dimensions, this is where the potential acquisition of Nick Richards truly becomes exciting. Imagine the possibilities. Klein highlights Richards as a more traditional rim runner and shot-blocking type who can set screens for Stephen Curry. This seemingly simple description belies a profound impact on the Warriors' offensive ecosystem. For years, Curry has often had to work with centers who were either not strong screen setters or lacked the vertical threat to truly punish defenses on the roll. With Richards, that changes. A 7-foot, 245-pound body setting a screen for Stephen Curry is a formidable obstacle. Defenders trying to fight over that screen will find themselves in a wrestling match they're unlikely to win. Giving Curry those precious extra milliseconds of space, he needs to unleash his devastating jumper. But it's not just about the screen. It's about the roll. Richards' career 64% field goal percentage isn't just a stat, it's a promise. He's an effective finisher around the basket. When Curry draws the defense, Richards can roll hard to the rim, creating a legitimate lob threat or an easy dump-off pass for a high-percentage shot. This kind of consistent rim pressure forces defenses to make difficult choices. Do they commit to stopping Curry, leaving Richards open for a dunk, or do they collapse on Richards, freeing Curry for three? This is the pick-and-roll dilemma that truly elite teams present, and it's a dimension the Warriors have often lacked with their centers. Furthermore, Richards' presence would take pressure off Draymond Green in the paint, allowing Green to focus more on his elite playmaking and defensive versatility without constantly having to battle opposing bigs. It would also provide a much-needed interior defensive anchor, a shot-blocking presence that can deter drives and clean up missed shots. While Richards isn't known for his offensive creativity, his role would be clearly defined. Set screens, roll hard, finish efficiently, and protect the rim. This clarity of purpose, combined with the unparalleled offensive gravity of Stephen Curry, could elevate Richards' game to new heights within the Dub system. He would likely become the starting center over players like Quinton Post and Tracy Jackson-Davis, providing an immediate upgrade in size and traditional center skills. The cost and the calculation. An investment in legacy, the proposed cost, Gue Santos and 2 second-round picks, is a calculated investment, a move that championship-contending teams are often willing to make. Gue Santos is a promising young player, but the Warriors are in a win-now window. Second-round picks, while valuable, are often used to acquire role players or future assets. For a team that needs to maximize its current championship window, trading these assets for a player who can immediately contribute to that goal makes perfect sense. Richards isn't a superstar, and no one is pretending he is. But the Warriors don't need another superstar. They have those in abundance. What they need is a specific skill set, a player who can fill a critical void, a functional piece that complements their existing stars rather than trying to become one. If Richards can consistently set screens, roll hard to the rim, and provide a defensive presence in the paint, he would be a great addition to the Warriors' lineup, potentially transforming their offensive and defensive capabilities. This isn't just about a trade, it's about a philosophy. It's about the Warriors acknowledging that even the most innovative teams sometimes need to embrace traditional strengths to maintain their edge. It's about providing Stephen Curry with every possible weapon in his arsenal as he continues his quest for more championships. It's about extending the dynasty, adapting to the league, and ensuring that the Golden State Warriors remain at the pinnacle of professional basketball. So, what do you think, Warriors faithful? Is Nick Richards the unsung hero, the missing 7-foot giant, who could finally give Stephen Curry the interior presence he needs to hoist another Larry O'Brien trophy? Or are the Warriors better off sticking to their unconventional roots? Share your passionate takes in the comments below. If this deep dive into the Warriors' potential future got your basketball senses tingling, smash that like button, subscribe for more exclusive analysis, and let's keep this championship conversation rolling.